Hi, today we're going to be talking about what I believe is the most important thing that we ever accomplish in our business, and that is mastering the art of going all-star and creating a success story in your first 30 days. The reason it's so important to create a success story in your first 30 days is that we have found that the people that have a story and success in the first 30 days are 10 times more likely to go on and have success in the business. It's not saying that somebody that doesn't get off to a fast start won't have success, but the odds are simply stacked against them compared to the ones that get off to a fast start. So we're going to talk about the road to all-star, making $1,000 plus in your first 30 days, getting that success story. Well, the road to all-star, the most important thing I believe in accomplishing that is what we call our one question training. That's right, one question that we got to know, and we got to ask it 25 times in the first 7 days. That one question is, have you heard of the Zeal for Life Challenge? Now you may be asking, Mark, is there other questions that I could ask? And the truth of the matter is yes, as long as everybody in your entire organization uses the same exact question. Why is this important? I believe it's important because many times people that get started, they literally spend so much time trying to figure out what to say to somebody and how to say it that it starts creating fear. And many times they never get around to contacting anybody because of the fear factor of not knowing what to say. The one question training eliminates that fear. You've got one question that you got to know and ask it 25 times in their first 7 days. This is important for many different reasons. And I like to look at things like if I was brand new in the business and let's say I've been in for 7 days and I'm at a challenge party or I'm at an event, and I've got my brand new person with me that's getting ready to sign up, how do I know what track to put them on? So let's just say that I sign up Kirby tonight and I'm all excited, man. This is my dream prospect is signing up in my business. 2 or 3 days later, I'm reaching out to Kirby and I want to know how things are going. I get him on the line and I say, Kirby, tell me how you're doing. How's it going? He said, well, we got this challenge party coming up, I know in a couple of days, but I'm not finding anybody that seems to be open or interested in what we're doing. And the only response that I can really have is, well, don't get discouraged. Just keep doing what you're doing and don't give up. Well, I hang up and I didn't really give him any direction. So he's discouraged, but I'm discouraged too. This was my number one prospect. He's discouraged. So I sit around and I hope that somehow, some way, he takes off. But if I am committed to the one question training 25 times in 7 days, here's how that conversation would go. I'd say, Kirby, I said, how are you doing? He said, well, I'm not doing so well, not getting a lot of people interested maybe. I said, well, where are you at on the 25? He said, well, so far I've only got a hold of like 4 people. I said, well, why don't we get to number 8 and then let's talk. So now what I can do with him is if we go to number 8, I'm increasing my numbers, therefore increasing my odds of success. But most important, let's say that he's not having any success after 8 people that he's contacted. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get him on the phone with my upline sponsor, somebody that's successful, and find out maybe it's a belief issue or maybe it's something that he's doing that's creating people not to respond to him. But I'm going to get help with somebody that's had more success in the business. But I've got direction to give to him and we've got a level of accountability. The only thing that I really have to do in my journey, is I've got to know what to do in my first 7 days. But another very important part of our business is what I do with my brand new person. New people struggle with what to talk to a new person about. I've watched through many trainings, I've watched different things along the way, and I always ask myself when I'm at an event, if I was brand new with a brand new person, would I know what to do and would I know what to make sure that my new person is doing? The one question training, I believe, is the most important thing that we'll ever commit to in building our business because it duplicates. Now, you say, well, Mark, what happens after the one question training? It really doesn't matter what happens because at least I'm getting 25 people engaged into a conversation with people they know in their first 7 days in business. A couple things that we want to accomplish. The one question training. Then the second thing that we want to do is we want to make a declaration of where we're going. You see, people follow people that are going somewhere. And when we can make a declaration of what we're doing, people get excited. They don't want to miss out. So it would go something like this. It would say, have you heard of the Zeal for Life Challenge? And the answer to that is probably no. Was great. Well, I just found out about it, and I'm going to make $1,200 and qualify for a car in my first 30 days part-time. The reason it's important to tell people where you're going and not say that, hey, my goal is, because nobody gets excited about somebody else's goal. But when you can have the faith to declare this is what you're going to do, then it really creates a sense of, okay, this person knows where they're going. Now, the other thing that you can do is you can add to it whatever you're going to do physically. In other words, I just found out about it, and I'm going to make $1,200 and qualify for a car in my first 30 days part-time, and I'm getting in shape, or I'm losing 10 pounds. Anything that is your true goal needs to be declared to that person. I wish we could give you a script that would tell you exactly what to say in every conversation. The truth of the matter is there's 1,000 different directions depending on your relationship where that conversation is going to go. But it's important to know what your objective is. It's the one question, a declaration of where you're going, and then the third thing is find out, are they open to more information? And if they are, there will be cases where they're right in the neighborhood and you can simply invite them over to your challenge party. There's other cases where maybe that doesn't make sense in your relationship or the geographic location where they're at. You know that better than I know that. But I think the alternative is to send them a link and ask them, would you view this small town video? It's about 10 minutes, and set up a time to call them back. When you do that, when you do either a challenge party or the small town video, I believe the end result is you'll be able to get them on the product. And at the end of the day, what you're really looking for is, can they get on the product? And getting excited about taking a challenge to get healthier over the next 30, 60, and 90 days. In many cases, we've seen people that went to a challenge party and they weren't interested. They saw the small town video, but they took some samples home, and after 3 or 4 days of taking Zeal Wellness and you following up with them, they wanted to learn more about the business. So these are a few tips I think will be key to your business. Remember, if you don't remember anything else, get committed to the one question training 25/7 and watch your business fill up with a bunch of all-stars. So thanks and God bless. We look forward to your success.